along with the fact I felt good and confident about my decision for that day. And it was just something, I was just like, this is what I'm going to do. And it was a hard thing to do because, there's a lot of people, friends, family members, and things. And there's a lot of grief going on because people are losing family members, they got sick relatives. And it's the same for me in that area, right? But what I also noticed is by me choosing to do that activity, not taking any personal phone calls outside of the one call that I took from my immediate relative that lasted 2 to 5 minutes, no longer than that, I was able to grieve myself over a loss, a death in the family. So it was worth it for me by the time the end of the day came. And like I said in part one, I got that um, project done, that was like 30 to 45 minutes or whatever. I got that done. And so, excuse me, y'all, I just sneezed. May the Lord bless me. Okay, thank you. And y'all. So, but I'm feeling much better, even though I got this sneezing and stuff like that, and some of these respiratory issues going on with asthma. I feel so much better. So, anyway, I said to myself, what I'm going to do and what I suggest you do is in this year, 2023, do that more often. And I think what's going to happen is if we try to do that more often, which I'm quite sure a lot of millionaires and billionaires do it, y'all. They don't become millionaires and billionaires, or millionaires and billionaires picking up a bunch of personal calls all day. People just ain't becoming rich like that. So, I mean, and financially rich, because you can be rich in many, many areas. We're just talking about the financial richness. So, I know for a fact that if I would not have done that yesterday, I would not be as healthy as I am right now. Two, I was able to cry and grieve about a family member that passed away. And I was walking and I just cried for a minute or so, and I got encouraging words from a relative that was talking to me and, just giving encouraging words about moving on and stuff like that. And so basically, I put myself first also, and my life first. Not just myself, I also put someone else first because, like I said in part one, even though I was sick, I still took someone else to get medical help because they were sick too, right? And I'm not here to compare who's the sickest, but I felt pretty sick. However, my energy went up and I just healed so much quicker. And so, a lot of times, if you're feeling kind of down, because people have all different types of illnesses, mine may be asthma and allergies, and yours may be something else. And try it. A lot of times, you're like, well, I've been sick 3 to 4 weeks. Well, how many personal calls are you taking? And you got to really start understanding how draining phone calls can be, especially long phone calls. And I just did not want to hear anybody else's what they're going through. I just couldn't handle it yesterday, right? And so as empathic people, you got to start accepting what you can't handle And remember, that's the difference between us and a narcissist, right? A lot of times, narcissists, they're grieving and they have their own way of grieving, but they are sometimes not as in tune to their emotions because they just have a different set of emotions. They're very emotional, just like empathic people are, but they're not in tune to, well, I don't need to be hanging out. I need to grieve. I need to rest. And if they do acknowledge it and do rest, they're mean to people. They have to make people feel like they're nothing to them when they're going through it. And so that's the difference between us and narcissists. We are empathic people are very aware of themselves. So I knew subconsciously and consciously that I wasn't over my own grieving process. And I made a personal choice to put myself first. Excuse me, y'all. I'm still fighting this. Um, Respiratory issues are no joke. Okay. So, and I'm not using an inhaler right now, y'all. I'm not running to get the first inhaler to handle all of my respiratory issues. I mean, I'm finding that taking a walk, drinking some tea, hydrating can heal a lot of my asthmatic issues. So, anyway, I was very, very happy about my result, right? And I said, wow, if I continue this, by the time the year ends, maybe I'll be in a better financial situation. Who knows? At least I'll be in a better emotional situation. And I think I'm not sure how things are gonna work this weekend, but y'all, I gotta take a time out from the sadness and grief. I know people are losing relatives and we got sick relatives and friends and stuff like that, but that empathic energy has to be reserved because we have stuff that we have to take care of. Who knows, if I would have took too many personal phone calls during the time yesterday when I was sick, I would have been too drained to take the other person to get medical attention. So I'm really happy, and I feel good that even when I'm sick, I can help somebody else, right? And get them medical help. And I'm glad it worked out that way. But I just want to encourage y'all to really try this, right? And a lot of times you may realize, wow, I have tried that before and it worked for me, but I haven't done it in such a long time, right? And you kind of forgot that you used to do that too. I mean, I know people that really they won't take personal phone calls for real. They don't take too many of them. And they in my family, right? And I'm not here to say that they're living bad lives. I got relatives to where if you ain't in the same state with them, you're not going to hear from them because they're so focused on reserving their empathic energy. Excuse me, y'all. They're so focused on reserving their empathic energy for the priorities that they need to take care of that's right in front of them, if that makes sense, y'all. So I'm kind of like, I'm not going to say I'm not going to take any personal phone calls this weekend, but my result was so healing and rejuvenating and so just so serene that I want to kind of try another day or two of it, right? And just so I can get more things done in my personal life, right? There's so many goals and stuff that I have that if I lived 300 years, if I actually could live that long on earth, I would actually have plenty to do. I would have so much to do in a 300-year earthly life because I have a bucket list that's a mile long, right? And when I say finding stuff to do, it don't always have to be outside of the home. I'm very creative as far as finding stuff to do in the home. So it was worth it, you know. But the thing is, when you reserve that empathic energy, you will piss people off. But at the same time, usually, even other empathic people are incapable of this sometimes, y'all, because they're going through issues, right? They're not going to say, well, you know, she just lost her mom or dad, or she just lost her son or daughter in a tragic accident, and she just maybe can't hear too much grief right now. Maybe she can't hear or he can't hear what I'm going through. A lot of times, other empathic people, they're so busy going through their stuff, they're not thinking that way, right? So at the end of the day, you got to be the one to think that way for yourself. And if you're willing to share your time and take the personal calls on other days, that's fine. But if your energy level went up and you healed fairly quickly by taking a day off, that's basically what you're doing. It's no different than calling in to work. Hey, I'm sick today, I can't come in. You basically took a day off. And I'm telling you, my result felt so good. I mean, I'm uploading my videos and things like that, and just trying to be more creative and be more helpful and stuff like that. So reserve that empathic energy. And because I did that, I just feel like my weekend is going to be remarkable. My weekend is going to be remarkable. That one project I got done, I feel like I'm going to be able to get another one done. And I'm just going to feel good. And that's boosting that empathic energy too. Who knows what video ideas I'm going to come up with. Y'all, I got so many video ideas. I mean, I'm telling you, I will not run out of video ideas. I just won't. But try it. You might want to try it one of the days this weekend or the entire weekend. But if you're feeling a little below the weather, if you do this, you may do most of your healing in a 24-hour period versus being sick 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Oh, please like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate you listening. Share the video so that in time I can get more subscribers. And I appreciate you so, so much. And I have more coming for you. And I always appreciate you tuning in to Advanced Insight. And I'm very grateful that I'm able to help. And I'm over 14 minutes in, y'all. So again, please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.